Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back for another DevPro duel video. Yeah, round 1, top 16 of the Cross-Banlist tournament. So with the first matchup is the most, the first matchup on the bottom right of the bracket here. So Qliphort at full force 2014 versus Tengu 2011. Yeah, Tengu very familiar format. So let's go to the deck lists. The first deck list you see here is, I decided to choose Daniel Stella's winning YCS deck list with Qliphort. I think it was in December, the beginning of December. This is the winning deck list. So a winning Qliphort's deck list with, I think, Qliphort's at full force. We have the triple tool, still the tramplings, no odd eyes. Although the thing why Qliphorts are familiar for the floodgates, triple emptiness, triple skill drain, very fast with the upstarts, still 3 sacrifice and the 3 dualities, and very aggressive with 3 typhoons and 3 night beams. So this is our Qliphort deck list. The second deck list is Tengu blend, and I think it's best to take one of Billy Break's lists back in 2011, where he won 2 YCSs, back-to-back YCSs with Tengu blend. I'm not really sure which list this is, either the first one or the second one. I think they were very, very familiar. Maybe one change with Maxis or the Failers in the main deck. But yeah, Tengu blends with Trishula, Brionek, TG Hyper Librarian, Thunder King, and so on. So the matchup, before I start with the matches, themselves, I have to say maybe our Qliphorts should have the advantage here. I mean, because of power creep, you know, it's also the deck is much faster than Tengu plans. Plans need a lot of setup. They need a lot of stages, a lot of moves until they set up a huge field with synchros and so on. Compared to Qliphorts, which just have their tool, activate their tool's effect, search out the other half of the Pendulum scale, and derp everything to the field and attack for a game. So that's a big difference between both decks already, although plans do have the advantage of Thunder King, very big against Qliphorts if they don't have skill drain, and Heavy Storm. Let's not forget Heavy Storm, which is currently banned, but the format would have been much more different if we have Heavy Storm legal. And warnings, not forget the Solemn Brigade is also very crucial against Pendulums. Yeah, let's hop into the first game. Alright, so the first tool, I think he gets to start. So we're playing with the ruling that the opening hand will have 6 cards, so pre the rulings change of a few months ago, since Tengu blend was still with 6 cards if you decide to start. And Qliphort has an amazing opening hand. I think he has Emptiness set with the tool, yeah, and I know if I'm just going to set a torrential, it's going to get blasted away by either MST or Night Beam, and I'm going to lose either way. So I had to take a move, or I had to take the risk to make a huge move with Tengu and 1-for-1 to go for either Spore or Glow Up Bulb. I think go for Glow Up Bulb, not really sure. Yeah, here I think the Tengu is special summoned, yeah, because it was sent to the hand by the carrier. So the Tengu from the deck is special summoned, and thanks to the Tengus, I'm able to survive the onslaught of Pendulum summons. But yeah, I survive at 1700, I think, and yeah, that useless Stunner King is not going to save me. So I'm 1-0 behind. Plans are 1-0 behind. I get to start, and Foolish. This is a very big opening hand. I mean, 1-for-1, the Foolish to send the Dandelion to the grave, and I think it was good to set up, of course, to go for Librarian first, so every time I go for a Synchro summon now, I can draw a card, so go for Orient, no effect of course, because my opponent doesn't have a Synchro. I draw a card and draw 2 cards, because of Formula and Librarian, and eventually I'm going to end with Stardust to protect the Judgment and to protect the Call, and also maybe make a big push next turn. Then again, he does have, again, a very good hand with all his floodgates, with the Typhoon, the Sacrifice, also a big threat. And here maybe I should have Call of the Haunted, my Formula Synchron, to go for a Black Rose play. I eventually didn't, but maybe I should have done that. Skill Drain is a big threat, so I have to Judgment that one. And here, I tried to go for game with Chaos, banishing the tool, the Scout. and attack for game. He has compulse on the Stardust. I flip over the Carl, try to get back BLS and try to attack for game. He has the MST, but I'm still safe with the warning, with the scapegoats. Yeah, the warning is more crucial. He does have an emptiness set, but that's not going to take it for him. So 1-1, very cool. He decides to start again as a very good opening hand. Again, the two floodgates, both skill drain and emptiness, and again the sacrifice, the scout, so he's already set up. But oh, the heavy storm clears his back row. A very nice top deck, because my hand wasn't that great, but thanks to heavy storm, I can clear the way. I think he had a Book of Moon. I'm not really sure. To prevent my setup, so thanks to heavy storm I can clear his whole back row, clear the floodgates. So you see here how big of an impact heavy storm can have against Qliphort, and obviously going to drop Gorse here, and with the Lone Fire in hand I can make, or at least I can make an instant special summon for Bulb, make Stardust to protect my set, Solemn Warning against cards like Night Beam or Mystical Space Typhoon, which he does have, not forgetting that. And yes, I did win, so 2-1 for Tengu plans. Yeah, very surprising. But yet again, heavy storm was a very big crucial factor here. Game 4, he decides to start. Again, has a very nice start with the scout, with the sacrifice, this set MST. My hand isn't that great, so I think the only way I can win is go for damage here. So normal summon Tengu, use enemy controller, one of my two enemy controllers, and deal as much damage as possible. Go for the Exceed summon, go for Utopia, which was the early Exceeds released back then. This way, he doesn't have his carrier at his disposal, but he goes to the Pendulum summon, he gets Disc, no not Disc, he gets Shell on board. I do chain Call of the Haunted to get a Tengu summon. This way I can survive, and seeing now the replay, I have to top deck into a monster. If I top deck a monster, it's game over. 3-1 for Tengu plans and I win. But sadly I top deck into BLS. The BLS is not going to save it, and I set enemy control, but I know this is game over. It doesn't really matter. He's going to establish a nice field, and only one tool or scout can set up a huge field with searching out the other part of the pendulum scale, and pendulum summoning everything on board and attack for a game. Very unfortunate. So 2-2. This is going to be a close one. So game number 5, the last game, but I'm in the advantage. I get to start. Open up with Trap Dust Shoot, very cool. I can already see his hand. I think I sent back a disc, and I see his hand, and I'm like, no, I'm going to lose this one. Again, he's able to set up to search out the scout with the two summoners art, set up the book. I know he has a book to prevent me to go for a Synchro summon next turn, but boom, draw into Heavy Storm. This was again a very crucial top deck. 2 times Heavy Storm, I think. Yeah, I think it's obvious. I mean, if I don't try into Heavy Storm here, maybe Mystical Space Typhoon, because I can go for Trishula. And then again, I have to get lucky with Trishula's effect, picking the tool. It's at random, picking the tool from his hand. 1 chance out of 3 that I pick the tool, and I do again get lucky. But this is how the game is. He only has a sacrifice, and I think we know he has the Night Beam set thanks to Trap Dust Shoot. That's one of the reasons why Trap Dust Shoot is banned. Free information about the opponent's hand, so I can make the chaos play, banish the sacrifice, and attack for a game. Heavy Storm. I mean, currently Heavy Storm is banned, so we know the Qliphort's, other decks, and especially Qliphort's or Pendulum based decks, don't have to fear Heavy Storm, but it's definitely one of the MVPs here. Then again, Thunder King was also didn't show up in these duels, but they can't search with Summoner's Art with Sacrifice, so they already need the skill drain to prevent the Thunder King from wrecking. Very unfortunate for Qliphort here. Very surprising. I definitely would have expected Qliphort taking the win here over Tengu plans. Then again, Tengu plans do have a lot of outs, Thunder King warning and so on against Qliphort. So it definitely wasn't going to be a walkover for Qliphort. So this was the first match for the Cross-Banlist tournament. So 3-2 in favor of Tengu plans. Tengu plans are going on to the top 8. So yeah, that's it. Guys, thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. Big Dem signing out. Peace.